Okay, now we want to do some examples that illustrate the fact that 1 over a to the negative n is equal to a to the n. Okay, so we'll do a couple of examples like that. 2 over 3 to the negative 3. Again, with this, we want to write in simplest form without negative or zero exponents, same rules as before. So there's a few different options. I'm going to do it two different ways. The first way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to distribute the exponent, like so, and then I'm going to use the negative exponent property that lets us go and flip our particular pieces. And so that changes that to 3/3 over 2/3, and so that's 27 over 8. The other way to do it is the first step can be to flip it. Instead of 2/3 of the negative 3, it makes it 3/2 to the third. I deal with the negative there and distribute the exponent. 3 to the third, 2 to the third, you get 27 over 8. Doing another example using this property. 2 to the x to the negative 2 over 5y cubed equals negative 1. Two ways to do it. First one is distribute the negative 1 everywhere. Alright, and notice keeping it simple, dealing with the negative, so I'll deal with powers to powers now. So negative 2 times negative 1 is 2. 5 to the negative 1 is still on the bottom. Y to the cube times negative 1, 3 to the negative 1 is negative 3. And the next one, we deal with the negative exponents. 5x cubed over 2y cubed. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to just deal with the negative to start with, the negative exponent. So a negative 1 exponent means flip the fraction. So we have 5y cubed on top, and I get 2x squared, x to the negative 2 on bottom. I noticed a mistake I made up here. This little piece is negative 3. Okay, so that part doesn't go in the denominator. Okay. This little stuff right here, that goes away, so that's really not here. Okay, that's up there, that's up here, because it's a negative exponent. X squared stays on top and the 2's on bottom. Okay, coming back here, now I can deal with the negative 2 exponent there, so I get 5x squared y cubed over 2. Again, those are equivalent things, those are the same thing, works out both ways. Okay, a couple more examples. We want to write these without fractions. First one is 3 over 10,000. Okay, so we'll rewrite that as 3 over 10 to the 4th. Okay, and then that's multiplication. Over 10 to the 4th means times 10 to the negative 4th. Okay, and that's your answer with that. Looks like scientific notation, which we'll touch on again here in a second. You should have already seen scientific notation. Okay, and looking at another example, 5x squared over yz cubed. Now remember, this was not to simplify, this is just to write with no fractions. So anything that's on the denominator gets a negative exponent, and that's our final answer.